What up, my social media family? This is your favorite realtor slash life insurance agent, Josh Brown. And today I'm talking to all my real estate clients out there. Today, man, I'm going to give you guys a good market update. This is going to be from October, pretty much all the way to December, which into January. So it's going to be a few months. So that way we can kind of go over everything in great detail. And you guys will be able to see what's been going on in the market, because as the market has been a little bit stagnant and steady, I would say, things are still selling, homes are still selling, and the market is still. So you have to take this informed information and be able to run with it. Now, let me get you guys update. Let's get this show on the road. So we're going to start with the market snapshot. As you guys can see, we got the detached and the attached single family homes. And when we're looking at these, we like to just see kind of where the numbers are, if they're declining, if they're active. And in October to pretty much December, as you can see, the active are doing pretty good. Depending in the souls, they're kind of starting to kind of level off. The actives have went down, so but that's kind of what we expected to see. And that's for the detached and the attached single family homes, and they're all about this. So when we look at the active listings analysis, which shows you how many listings we have active to this day, we're seeing a decline in active listings. But again, most of these numbers, when we're talking about declines, this is what you should expect during the winter months. It's supposed to be a decline. Slower time of the year. Most people don't buy properties during the wintertime. And that's why I always tell my buyers, if you're in the market and you're looking for a property, time is some of the best time to buy, because you'll get some of the best deals and you don't really have a lot of competition. So we have 4,744 total homes on the market, a 33% decrease month over month. And that's going to be for attached single family and detached. Let's look at the detached. We've seen a decline in detached single family homes on the market. That's a 33% decrease. Also, and attached, we're seeing about the same amount. So attached single family homes and detached single family homes, we're seeing a decrease in active listings. And as you guys know, we always have each county over here to the left. Now let's look at the months of supply. Whenever I talk to you guys about the months of supply, put it in the comments. What is a month of supply? You know, I'm going to tell you the months of supply. If no more homes were put on the market, that's how fast the homes that are currently on the market would sell. So we're still historically low. I mean, and if you guys look at this December number, October, we were at 2.21. So we had an increase, and now we're down to 1.4. And that's in both detached and attached single family homes. So that lets me know that the supply is getting smaller, but that can also mean that we've seen an uptake in people buying properties. Now, I know a lot of people saying, oh, I'm just waiting on the market. Home sellers. This is for home sellers. Oh, I don't want to sell my home because it's not a good time to sell. Well, if you look at this supply right here through October and November, it dropped dramatically. And when we see a dramatic drop like that, that just lets me know that the market is picking up. The market is continuing to move. And when we see a decrease in supply, usually that means prices are going to go up, because we have so many buyers looking, and when months of supply drop, prices go up because there's not a lot of options out there. So now instead of you having 3 properties to look at, now you only have one, or 5 properties to look at, now you only have one, and everybody's competing for that one. So months of supply decreased 1 to 1.87. That's a 15% month over month for the detached, and that's a 32% decrease month over month for the attached single family homes. And there's each one of those counties. So we're going back into those low supply situations again in Denver and the metro area. So if you guys are in the market to buy, just look at my market updates. Follow this information, because if I was a buyer, September, October, November would have been some of the best times to buy. Even in August of 2023, when the supply was starting to reach a pinnacle. As you can see, it reached that peak right there, and then it just drops. So next month, I'm expecting next month to see an even lower months of supply. But as you guys can see, the low months of supply also can mean that people just don't want to put their homes on the market right now, which is okay too. Because in January, when this January market update come out, we'll probably see a little bit of an increase, because now we're going into the springtime when most people do want to sell their homes. So now we're going to look at the days on the MLS for the detached and the attached. And we're still at about 45 days. So, if you're a home seller and your home has been sitting on the market for about 45 days, just know the lowest days on market is Denver County at 39 days. So if you're starting to hit that 39 to 45 days, and you haven't had any offers, there's 3 things you need to do. Fire your agent. No, I'm just kidding. But for real, talk to your agent about what are the next steps that you guys need to do to get some more exposure or attract some more buyers. Number 2, a price adjustment. Usually if you have no offers, no showings, you're priced too high. I'm sorry to tell you. You're just priced way too high. And number 3, if the condition of the property is, in bad shape, maybe you take it off the market, fix up a few things, and then put it back on the market in a better condition. But 9 times out of 10, 90% of the time, it's the price. So if you're starting to hit those 45, 50, 60 days on the market, it's time for a price adjustment. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but if there was buyers out there for your property, they would have put in an offer already. So that's a 15% increase year over year for the attached single families, and a 25% month over month increase, and a 2.3% year over year increase for the detached single family homes. Now let's go to the active and sold by price range. Now, when we're looking at the homes that are active compared to what they sold for. So if we're looking at those price ranges, we're seeing that the $799, this has been like a dominant price range here in Denver right here. We have 928 active listings, but 525 of them have sold. So when you're looking at this chart right here for the attached and the detached, this just lets you know if you're in these price ranges, $499 to $399, this is highly competitive. People want these properties. And if you're up here in these price ranges, these are highly competitive price ranges too, and people want those. So there's no need to price it high. Price it competitively, get multiple offers so that we can see what offers we have to compare and try to get the price up, or try to get you the highest and best offer. That's usually what the case may be. So those are the particular price points that are selling the most and has the most inventory, but selling the fastest, as you guys can see there. Now let's go to months of supply versus days on market. We're still seeing a high days on market and months of supply for these higher price points. But the lower price points, the inventory is getting lower and lower and lower. And the days on market are starting to decrease a bit too, as you guys can see here. So if you're looking in those price points, this is what the months of supply and days on markets by price range looks like for you. Just remember, if you have low supply, you're gonna see you might be competing against 1 or 2 offers. But that also depends. Maybe all those properties are priced too high, and you're not. So now let's go in and negotiate that price. So for my buyers, when we're talking and you guys are listening to this information coming from me, we got to go in there and negotiate you the best price. If the house has been on the market past the days on market, there's no reason for you to offer list price. Let them counter you, come back, go to the drawing board. Let's see if we can maybe come inch a little bit closer. And to my sellers, this is why I tell you guys, do not price your home high, because you're going to be mad when we have to come do a price adjustment. And a price adjustment looks worse than if you would have just priced it correctly the first time. Now let's go to the sold analysis. So in December, sold units decreased 3.7% year over year, and that's a 6.1% year over year decrease. But you guys can kind of get the gist of how many units sold. Last month we had 2,700 in the detached, and then 784 in the attached. So we're still seeing a good amount of property sell. December is usually one of the slowest months. And now let's look at the average sold price. As you guys can see, the average sold price hasn't really done much. It's kind of just been inching its way kind of flat. Arapahoe County still average sold price is 742,000, Broomfield 721, Denver at 806. So that's Broomfield had the biggest decrease with 15% month over month. And Elbert County had the biggest year over year decrease at 11%, which still isn't bad for our so-called slower months and higher interest rates. So, and that's for that's for detached, and this one's for attached. So it's still about the same. Haven't really seen much of a decrease. And now let's look at my last favorite, sold to list price. So as you guys can see, this is what I'm talking about for buyers out there. None of these homes in these price ranges are selling at what they're listed for. You see this? This is what I look at. This is the data I look at when I'm educating my buyers on how to make offers. If nothing on the market is going at 100%, why would you make 100%? Why would you make a list off a listing price offer. It just doesn't make sense. Even for the detached, look at that. This one, the 3 million plus, you're getting a 5% decrease in what is listed for. So gonna make that 5% offer, 5% less offer than what they're listed for. And obviously these $799 to $499, that's highly desirable, but they're still seeing a bit of a decrease in list to sold price. The attached single family homes too, look, the 3 million plus, 87% decrease. I mean, 87 list to sold price. So, I mean, these prices are crazy as the way they're decreasing. But remember, we have so many factors that are playing into this market right now. Higher interest rates, low inventory, not enough buyers, supposedly, not enough sellers, waiting on interest rates to drop. So, you know, when you're looking at the market, just make sure you're informed. This is going to be my market update for you guys today. I hope this was very helpful for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and find you an agent that's knowledgeable, that understands what's going on in the market, how to negotiate, and how to find you the correct property. Because there's so many deals out there right now. Buyers are buying, investors are swooping up deals, you know, 70% on a dollar. So to my buyers, focus on finding a deal. Don't worry about interest rates, because at the end of the day, when interest rates drop and you're in a house, you can always refinance the house to get that better interest rates, which will lower your monthly payments. So what my mentor always says is, don't wait to buy and wait. Okay. And my sellers, price your homes competitively. Do not go out there with this dream of getting, you know, 30K over what you listed for. Those days right now are over. So be competitive so that we can get you multiple offers and we have leverage. Because when you only have one offer, you don't have no leverage, to be honest. You really don't. But when you have 4 people competing against one property, you have leverage. So this is your favorite realtor, Josh Brown. Stay tuned for my next market update. Over and out.